level, and I think I would sign up for it if I had to pay for it.
That system's not going live for a few more months.
No,
Let's
but
try those, Ben.
It is well known about there. And, of course, I've gone through this map with Snatch. He's pointed out some things to me. And we see an early push from the defense, getting 2 men already out of the 2 side and 2 men into the 1 side, meaning that Loaded's going to have to make some picks here either way. Chili going to be floating in the middle, of course, as Shaman Roy is really getting aggressive now. Skadoodle just as aggressive. We have a 4 assault rifles in 1 scope versus 3 assault rifles in 2 scopes, which is no surprise, as I called that earlier with Skadoodle and Shaman with those scopes. I'm interested to see which site Loaded goes to. Arguably, 2 site might be faster to get to, but the 1 site could be taken just as easily if they play their cards right. No early kills, no early deaths. C4 is in the hands of Mike D, and it's kind of floating back in the back, waiting for the front men of Kisu, Curious G, and Nabor to call out just exactly what they see and what they hear.
I'm interested to I'm actually going to ask a quick question here. Why... I mean, we saw Curious G absolutely dominate the last escort match with his point man. Why would he drop it for the AK here? And do you think, part 2 of the question is, do you think the smokes that, do a lot of smokes get played in demo and AVA? Or, because I heard a couple teams yesterday complaining about the large amount of smokes Loaded has played.
I think, well, definitely smokes aren't something that you usually see from teams, as we just put out some smokes that are a little more effective, like the yellow and purple smoke. I think for your original question, the reason why Curious G switched over to AK is they want to get a feel for the map and feel for Defcon's setup before they start pushing. They're going to find the weaknesses in Defcon's setup, and they're going to try and push into them with point men, but this first round you really have to get a feel for how they're playing and where you can push.
Yeah, and of course with this cerebral approach, the results may be a bit misleading, as already we're down to a 1v4. Skadoodle gets a double kill on Mike D and then Nabor. But I gotta think that by learning this strategy, we can all of a sudden see a quick turnaround in the results.
Yeah, we'll have to see, but also it's a double-edged sword, you know. Defcon can start feeling out how Loaded's playing and then adjust their defense accordingly, but it seems like, you know, Defcon really relies on their 2 scopes, as we've seen in previous matches, so if Loaded can find a way to neutralize those scopes and avoid them, play around them, then they'll have a chance of winning this game.
Yeah, but the first round is going to go, in fact, to the NRF side, which is Defcon. Skadoodle going to be dropping a hat trick on that round. Shaman Roy and Chili going to be your supporting kills there. Kisu did manage to get 2 kills on the flank, but in the way those were somewhat garbage kills, as he was the last man standing and the bomb was down. We're going to see him push a lot faster this time. Still using AKs. Frank's still your lone scope. He's probably going to be picking the mid-alley. No, excuse me, I'm mistaken, as he's following Nabor and Mike D to the number 2 bomb site with that C4. Early shot, though, from Shaman Roy into Prank, and then neutralize that scope right away for you. 4v5 situation. Not too many tags have gone down. It looks as though Shaman Roy is within an inch of his death, however, being the lone exception to my earlier statement. As was aforementioned, they're playing it very slow, trying to still work out this strat. They know that number 2 is probably slightly less defended, but yet again, there are only 2 ways into the number 2 bomb site, as opposed to 3 or more ways into the number 1 bomb site. Curious G almost dead as well. Still 5v4 advantage for NRF, but Nabor going to end that with a headshot to Shaman Roy. Nabor getting another shot into Corrupt before being taken. Oh, he takes down Chili. Chili after taking down Michael D, but Nabor going to finally be taken down by Skadoodle. 2v2 situation at the moment. Kisu and Curious G, Skadoodle and Wyke up on your opposing side. The bomb is down in number 2. Curious G and Kisu have that well under control, playing on either side of the barrels. Skadoodle going to try to be backing in here with Wyke. Wyke does have the assault. Skadoodle has a scope. Going to lock off on Skadoodle, see what he's going to work on. And Wyke going to take down Curious G, leaving Kisu your last man standing. They're going to turn the corner, and Wyke takes down Kisu as well. Excellent team play right there. Defuse going to be brought down as well. Going to make it 0-2 in favor of Team Defcon.
What we really saw there was really patient play by Defcon, and it was a really good push. Loaded was in getting the picks and hitting the site first, but they weren't able to lock down the site on that side door from spawn, and that's how Loaded got, or I mean, Defcon rather got in and were able to take him down for the defuse.
And it looks as though they're going to concentrate on site number 1, Ben. So why don't you go ahead and call for us exactly what you're seeing?
Yeah, I kind of saw like a half push on the ladder, and Nabor kind of dropping back, and he's going to go on the flank here, but Doodle opens up on the key, so they kind of need to find an angle here to take down Doodle, because he is 6-0 right now, topping the leaderboard, as well as the server, and more or less just picking off Loaded. I just need to find an answer to him, but it's kind of hard, because he's one of the better scopes in the game, so I can't really don't see him finding anything good. As Shamanroy takes down Curious G as well with another scope. These scopes are just picking Loaded apart. And I don't know if you're going to go to counter scope as counter scope, or maybe to that point man and just kind of rush as Wiki puts the more down, making it a 2-on-5. Loaded's really out of their element here on this map. This map, like Snatch said, is kind of a newer map. As Michael D gets the first kill for Loaded on the Chili and pulls back as they're going to go down into the spiral and head towards 2 bomb site. Bomb is in the hands of Michael D as well as the hands of his AK. Spots one at that bomb site, goes for the shot. Krupp gets a headshot on him, leaving Prank here 1-on-4. Scope and bomb in hand. Gonna head back up, spiral into mid connector. Looking for this pick, does not spot anybody as they're pretty much staying to the bomb sites in cover. Misses the first shot, goes for the second shot. Doodle answers right back though, improving his score to 7-0. Doodle absolutely having this standout round right there. Let's drop in unloaded, see if they can salvage this 4th round.
Here. Hold on. There's a guy mid. Keith. I'm gonna come mid. No. Yo, come push the thing. Come push it. I'm rushing it. Oh, that's you, Jesus. I'm gonna. Yo. Oh, we got 4 guys here. Rotators, dude. Dude, we're not gonna be able to kill him. We have to overpower too if we're gonna win. Alright. Oh, bad smoke, bad flash. Okay, let's rush it, fuck it, let's go. Got the one guy. Let's go. One more still there. Bomb going down. Get it down. Sniper assault. Coming through. Nated. I'm gonna push him. Right side. Two there. Enemy troops eliminated. Nice, baby. Nice job. Hey, let's string these rounds together. They're gonna keep doing that mid. Your efforts are commended.